I think the most pressing challenge for the 2024 real estate market is going to continue to be the shortage of available houses for people when we're talking about residential real estate. The challenges for commercial real estate are altogether different. You have a number of mortgages that were originated 5 years ago that are going to be coming due because a lot of commercial mortgages have just 5-year terms before the interest rate resets. So I think on the commercial side, you're going to see perhaps some defaults or owners of those commercial assets that are more motivated to get rid of those. On the residential real estate side, we're seeing the same thing that we've been seeing for a couple of years now, which is a shortage of inventory. The problem is that shortage of inventory is persisting and the Fed is continuing to raise interest rates. So many people thought the Fed will kind of pump the brakes on the raising of the rates, but they're continuing to raise the rates. And every day that they raise the rate and the pricing of the home stays here, that becomes less and less affordable for more and more people. And so if the Fed continues to raise the rates, these people still want to buy a home. In 2024, it's not like they just evaporated, but they want to be able to, and the need to be able to buy a home that they can afford. So what has to happen? Either you have to get pricing, down to the point where now at a higher rate somebody can afford it, or you have to see rates go down. And we really don't see rates coming down in 2024, much if at all, based on what's being projected. However, there is an opportunity for us to change and innovate on the production front, hopefully to be able to make that more feasible for people to be able to buy because the cost of the asset's lower. So really, I think what this sums up is that for sellers in 2024, it's a great year if you need to liquidate real estate assets to do so. We don't really anticipate there being any kind of downturn because the metrics of that don't support it. Now, if all these people who are in this cohort that said we want to buy but we can't because the rates are high, all of a sudden they lose their jobs, that's kind of a different story. That though we have record low unemployment in this country, and so we're really just not seeing any of the economic indicators that point toward that happening in 2024. So 2024, I think, is going to be kind of a flat year. And you'll see cases in which there is an uptick in activity where there was inventory created, either by a home going on the market at an affordable price for people, or a home, an existing home, or a new home being created and being put on the market at a price that they can afford. So, really, it's going to be a pretty flat year. If the Fed were to reduce the rates, then I think you'll see a lot more demand, even among existing homes. The problem with that is that we still are not adding enough inventory, so prices will continue as they have to raise. I mean, we've just seen most recent data, home transaction sales have fallen, but prices still are up. Why? Because there isn't any inventory being added. So we kind of get full circle every single time it comes back to a shortage of inventory. And that's why at Pouliot Real Estate, we're committed to being a part of that inventory solution by helping add more homes to the communities in which we do business.